It is time to end a globe talking point for good.
8 inches per mile squared is not a valid way to measure Earth's curvature. 8 inches per mile squared. None of you have any idea what this means. You can't derive it. You can't calculate anything with it. You can't make a prediction with it. You can't tell me anything about this value at all.
Welcome to I Can Science That, where we do honest investigations of everyday science. Anyone who is a glober, if you're out there trying to dunk on flatties, then this video is for you. I'm going to derive the actual formula for the drop rate, the formula that NASA would actually use. So there you have it. I have now derived 4 different versions of the drop equation compare to the 8 inches per mile squared estimate. I've got the distances in miles, and all of the drop distances I have written in feet. If you're 1 mile away, the 8 inches per mile squared will give you 8 inches. And that comes out to 2/3 of a foot. So that's that. How does that compare to our actual values? Here's the actual amount of drop distance according to these different equations. And we can see that's super close. I mean, that's within tiny fractions of a distance. And so at 1 mile, it's fine. How far? Let's go 5 miles. We'll go about 5 miles. And we'll see these are the real world numbers. And here's the approximation. That's still pretty darn good. It's, 100th of a foot is how far off that is. At 10 miles, the drop is still pretty good. Look at that.
You can't calculate anything with it. If you understood math, you would immediately see that this squared on miles is totally out of place. That's because this is a parabolic approximation. This is for doing calculations with a parabola. As you can see, the Earth is not shaped like this.
But what if we're doing like a longer observation? We're going to go out further. Let's go out to 50 miles. So out at 50 miles, the actual value is there, and depending on which method you use, it's off by about a foot, or not even a foot, half a foot. From this one, based on arc length, which is my favorite, I'm off by like half a foot.
You can't calculate anything with it.
Over 50 miles. I'm going to say that's a pretty good estimate. If 50 miles away you're only off by half a foot, that's pretty good. I'll accept that.
Well, I'm sorry, friends. Those people are doing incorrect math, or lying, or both, and they are counting on the fact that you won't do any math at all to check up on them.
Let's push it now. Let's push it out to 100 miles. Surely this approximation is no good at 100 miles. Here we go. The actual value, 6,668 feet. And the estimated value, 6,667 feet. We are now off by, oh my gosh, it's over a foot. At 100 miles, it's off by a foot. That is a darn good estimate.
8 inches per mile squared is not a valid way to measure Earth's curvature.
So yeah, if somebody is telling you that estimate only holds over short distances, that estimate is shockingly good. Okay, but that's still only 100 miles. Let's go nuts. At 1,000 miles, here's our estimate based on 8 inches per mile squared. And here are our actual values depending on how we sliced it. I think you'll find that's still pretty decent.